Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season. We're in the 2019 mod and the 2020 car set here at the cutoff race in Bristol for 50 wonderful laps around the bull ring. Should be pretty exciting. Brandon is on the pole in that wreckingandracing.com podcast Toyota. Green flag is out. We're right behind Alex Bowman here on the inside of Austin Dillon. Hamlin, it looks like maybe Hamlin jumped the start. He's going to be forced to take his penalty, and that is not good for Hamlin, who's trying to make it into the next round of the chase. Already multiple laps down if we don't get a yellow, so that is really bad for Denny. Kevin Harvick on Brandon's rear bumper, Ryan Blaney in third, Joey Logano up there in the high line trying to get fourth from Matt Kenseth, and we're riding in the top 10. Still side by side behind us, and still side by side with Kyle Busch right on the inside here. The bottom lane is moving. The top has some grip. If you can roll that outside, you can get the momentum going down these short straightaways. But we're sort of pinned to the bottom here under Bowman. Don't want to wash up almost into Bowman there. Really exciting off the corner. Kyle really drives it in. Are we going to be able to clear him? We will. And we can finally get out to the wall and get single file and try to step away from these guys running side by side. You lose a lot of time here at Bristol, and you don't have time to lose as this race goes by very quickly. We're not anticipating any pit stops, though if the yellow will come out, and it probably will, all things considered, we may come down for tires. We'll just have to see what everyone else does, maybe take two for track position. We'll roll this high line around Bowman, get that drive off the corner and complete that pass as well. Kevin Harvick to the lead, Ryan Blaney in second. Not a part of this chase. Brandon in third, Joey Logano in fourth, and Matt Kenseth rounds out your top five. Looks like Kyle and Bowman are fighting side by side back there, and the more cars that are side by side, the quicker lap traffic will be caught. Lap traffic is going to be a huge factor in this race, especially if we stay green. But if the yellow were to come out and we start single file, the last place car is already a half a lap down on the restart. So yeah, we're going to be running into folks really quickly. This is the cleanest part of the race. Looking out the windshield to see if we can see Quinn Hoff or Brennan Poole, usually bringing up the rear. We will see them first. Still looks clear through turns 3 and 4, so we've got some room to move. Looks like Logano will make the pass on Kenseth. We'll try to follow him down on the bottom, stay off of Kenseth as best we can, but Kenseth drives it in deep to the outside. He'll get that launch off of turn 2 down the straightaway, and we are stuck behind a rolling roadblock, really. Logano faster in the middle of the corner, Kenseth faster on the exit of the corner, and they just sort of even out right in front of us, and we're quicker than both. But this is frustrating indeed. Looking out the mirror to see if Kyle is catching us. He is single file, so he's going to be making up much better lap time than we are, caught behind these two that can't figure their life out. We may give Logano a shove down the straightaway to try to push him past Kenseth going into the corner, so that at least they can single file up. Yeah, neither line is moving and Kyle is catching quickly. If we're not careful, Kyle will put a nose under us, and then we'll go side by side with Kyle. I just need one of these guys to make a pass, please. Somebody, anybody. This is where the tempers start flaring at Bristol. A lot of close quarters racing, and no one is moving. Yeah, let's see if we can push Logano into the corner a little bit, see if we can get him upset. Kyle takes advantage, though. We have the high line. We'll be able to clear Kyle back. And finally, Kenseth is able to clear Logano, get down to the bottom. We can pinch Logano down and finally make that pass. We lost a ton of time to the leaders for sure. And there we go, pass is done, and we can work on Matt Kenseth. We're already a quarter lap down from Kevin Harvick, who is setting a blistering pace here. See if we can clip that curb, try to de-wedge the car and get it to pivot. And one thing for sure, we do not want to get side by side with Logano. And if we go to the inside of Kenseth, we need to make sure that we can actually beat him through the middle of the corner, as he's going to be on the outside and get that drive off, unless we can look to the outside and catch him sleeping. Really close on speed. Only 1 or 2 tenths separates us here, being really careful trying to set him up, but he's just got that little bit better launch that we can't get a nose under him. See if we can get him going into turn 3. No, Kenseth is going to turn down. I don't want to move him, but it may need to be done here. I don't know how our lap times compare to the leader, but they are setting, oh, the leaders are in traffic, and we are finally under Kenseth. We're going to have to take the short way around and not get out to the wall, so we'll de-wedge the car a bit, try to get that speed off, and then beat him through the middle of the corner, and Logano is going to try to follow us through. Hopefully those guys stay side by side like they did when I was behind them, and they slow each other up. So pass is done. Brandon's ahead, and the leaders side by side with lap cars who are side by side. So we are going to catch them very quickly. Brandon, oh wow, Brandon was low. Perhaps he got loose off of turn 2. We were able to close up a ton of time there. And indeed, Blaney caught, but Harvick on the outside of those lap cars now. If Harvick can get that drive off, he can complete that pass, but Brendan Poole looks to the outside. So we're leaving Matt Kenseth running nice and fast and really catching up to the rear bumper of Blaney, who is in second. Harvick got around Hauff, but he is still stuck behind Poole. Now Brandon's stuck behind Hauff, side by side, but Brandon should get that launch off of turn 4 here and complete that pass. Blaney is stuck, but if Blaney can get a nose, okay. One good thing about the Blaney-Hauff battle is they're not going to be even on speed, so if Blaney does get to the inside of Hauff, Blaney should be able to complete that pass. We're going to pinch Blaney down, push the 00 by, and get to the outside. Sort of overdrove a bit, got into the wall, and it's all the lap cars putting us in bad positions. Luckily, we won't lose too much time, as the 15 is still holding up Blaney, but Brandon is around and on the rear bumper of the leader, Kevin Harvick. And I don't see how close those next group of lap cars are. The 32 of Corey LaJoie is Harvick's next target. And to the inside of the 00, we'll complete that pass, get to the outside, and Blaney is still stuck behind the 15. We'll try to roll that outside once more, get a fender right on that outside, and carry that speed through the straightaway. And outstanding, the 15 moves down to block Blaney, and we'll be able to finally make that pass into third. So Harvick held up by LaJoie there, Brandon to his outside, really driving into the corner to make sure that those cars don't get under us, and now we can back these corners up, drive a little bit more sensibly, and hit our marks once more. And with this race being clean and green, it's ticking by very quickly. But since we are less than a straightaway from the leader and lap traffic is heavy, we're not out of this race by any stretch of the imagination. Brandon right on the rear bumper of Harvick as well, under the 32. Looks like Brandon will be able to get out to the wall and carry that speed, and now we'll have to deal with the 32. The 38 of Nemechek in front of Harvick, now slowing him up, taking his line of way. Will Harvick try to make a move? Harvick looking high, and it sort of looked like Nemechek moved to block, but Brandon takes advantage of Harvick getting off the bottom and completes that pass for the lead. So now it's up to Brandon to navigate that lap traffic, and we are right behind Harvick for second. See if we can diamond this corner, get to the bottom. Now the dilemma is, which way do we go? Harvick looks high. He's going to give us the bottom as Nemechek is slow. But because Nemechek is slow, the bottom may be the worst place we can possibly go. Staying in line to try to get that drive off. We'll see if... Okay, so Nemechek is blocking Harvick low. We may be able to get the launch off the corner here. All right, Harvick looking low. That pushes Nemechek up top. Into Harvick just a little bit as they both slowed down in the middle of the corner. We stay green, everything is gathered up, and we press the attack once more on this outside. We will get a fender. And that should be second place for us secured, as Harvick cannot get off the corner quickly. We'll go to the outside of Nemechek again. Try to at least get a fender on him on corner exit, so he's forced to stay low. He drives in deep a little bit, then rolls out on corner mid. And there's Denny Hamlin. We can see where Hamlin came out, but he's possibly multiple laps down as we have stayed green this entire time. So Brandon trying to pass a pretty quick car in Denny Hamlin. Oh, well, there that was. Hamlin in the wall. Jones goes down, slows down, and that does bring out the yellow. And I think we've gone too far to really give up track position. So we'll see when pits are open what we do, but yellow flag is out. We'll see you for the restart. So interesting timing and scoring thing. We put us in front of Brandon for some weird reason, and that kind of feels dirty. I'm going to go to the outside here and see if Brandon can get by, because he was actually out in front, so I feel a little bit dirty, you know, being out in front. Well, yellow flag is out, and now we are back where we should be. I don't know if it was because he tried to dip to pit road and fake out, and that sort of reset it or not. But either way, yellow flag has come out immediately on the restart, which cautions breed cautions. And this time, we're in the proper position. So it should be a race to the finish. We'll see you for the green. Ready for what could be the final restart of the race. We are single file, less than 10 laps to go. Waiting for that green flag in second. There is Brandon taking off, and we'll see what we've got for him on cold tires. These cars handle like garbage, so we'll have to sort of wait for these tire temperatures to increase a bit. And as you can see, Brandon really drives into turn 3. White flag is out, one more lap to go. We'll see if we have anything for him here down on the bottom. And we really pushed out. Brandon got loose off the corner. We did as well. Last set of corners, really pushing the car. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get it done. Brandon with the win. We come in second right behind. A very good race for us indeed. Very, very cool indeed. Let's take a look at our top 10. So Brandon with the win. We come in second. In third place, Joey Logano. Fourth place, Tyler Reddick. Fifth place, Ryan Blaney. Sixth place, Alex Bowman. Seventh place, Kyle Busch. Eighth place, Chris Buescher. Ninth place, Jimmy Johnson. And rounding out your top 10 is Matt Kenseth, which is a good deal for Matt. Unfortunately missing the chase because no win. But let's take a look at the incident with Denny Hamlin that brought out the first caution here. We can look and see where that damage came from. So there is Brandon Wright on the back bumper, lap 35 of Denny Hamlin. Brandon Wright to the inside, and that kind of looked like a network issue. That didn't look like contact at all, if I'm honest. Let's take a look from the rear chase cam, because it doesn't look like, I mean, there's like a little bit of a spark there. Nope. No contact. So that was net code all the way. Brandon making the pass, and it kind of looked like he thought he crashed. Oh, and Denny gets into the 12 and more mayhem behind him. What in the world was that all about? One thing at Bristol, things get stacked up very quickly. So that was the 32 trying to avoid the incident. Gets all out of shape and into the wall here. Yeah, he's not pushed. He just made an evasive maneuver around Hamlin. And that brought out the first caution. Then the next group of cautions was right after the green flag. We are right back under yellow again. So let's stick with LaJoie and see what happens. The 15 on pit road. Still looking. And there's evasive action, the 34. What in the world happened to Michael McDowell? Oh, and Suarez flipping to the inside. All right, so that's 3 wide. That's not going to work. Suarez, Custer, and McDowell. He sort of left the door open. The 34 gets into him, hard into the inside wall, and over he goes, right up into the 32 of Corey LaJoie. The 00 had nowhere to go as well. Cautions breed cautions, everyone going for every square inch. But congratulations to Brandon on the win. So let's take a look at the standings after the round. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. advances. Chase Elliott 3 spots behind. Truex 5 spots behind. Boyer 5 spots behind. And Hamlin, with that costly mistake of jumping the start, 6 points behind. Going into the next round, Tyler Reddick will be your cutoff driver to start. Brandon 57 points clear. We're 52 points clear, so looking pretty good. But a 3-point swing down to the bottom. Everyone is pretty much even Steven once more. So we will start round 2 next week. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week for the first race of round 2. Take care.